Greetings, my fellow geneticists. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech, The First Wendigo, Episode 76, Vatgrown Laboratory. So, Monarch, we're going to grow you... What is your traits again? What to do with Monarch. I'm going to pull for that. So Monarch was an attempt at a dirt bowl mix. Didn't have the dark vision, only had the fast wound healing, and ends up with some pretty awful traits. So what to do with Monarch is organ, harvest, and rip scan. Or cannon, fodder, troop. Or imprison. Actually, I don't even think she's worth imprisoning for the eggs. So, just those two options up ahead. Organ harvest and rip scan, or cannon fodder troop. Because I don't think she's going to be useful as an egg donor. Because she only has one of the two dirt bowl eggs anyway. Speaking of eggs, about 2 days until the new egg harvest gets on. And I know I've made no advancements on this lab. I'm working on it. Just we're breaking down the mech clusters out here first. But they're almost taken care of. Holy hell, look at this. You could see our productivity here. Piles and piles and piles of mech corpses. Yeah, I did have huge mech clusters to deal with. It's not my fault. I would have worked on it if it was possible, but it just wasn't possible. Exactly. Really? I order you to haul and you haul a single component? Steph? I'm gonna put you on notice. Guests' food. I don't know if I have food for guests, so let me see what the guest food looks like. I have no idea if we have stuff to feed Ray. No, we have one simple meal at least. I think these guys have like packs of survival meals and stuff that fell, so there should be some food for them. Looks like, I'm going to call this one early. It looks like organ harvest and rip scan is going to be the solution here. And there's no point in continuing to grow Monarch if we're just organ harvesting and rip scanning. Because you can organ harvest and rip scan like a 3-year-old, so. We will take your kidney, your lung, and then your life. Sorry, Monarch. But when you win a pawn in Wendy's workshop, it's a wee bit of a curse. Most of them don't end up nice. And if they do end up nice, it's just by chance and luck alone. Pyro, thank you for the resub. Pyroclastic Cloud. I like your name, dude. Very volcanic. As a Hawaiian, I appreciate volcanic names. Oh, Slave is ready to join in a minute. These components are driving me mad. I'm almost about to just caravan them back. No, I think we got them all now. You're greedy for an impressive bedroom. Well, guess what? You're not getting one. So some other things that I have yet to do is fix this wall. So let's get that going. I'm just going to build some extra moisture pumps rather than wait for them to expand. It's really expensive, but T-Sang will craft that for us. And J Lone, thank you for the resub as well. We've got some Amdes people here. They don't want to trade though, so it doesn't concern me. I feel like as soon as we shred mechs, and we've probably been shredding mechs for all day. I have 41 mechs here, and I probably already shredded at least 10 or 20. It's like 60 dead mechs on the map tile. Just goes to show how absolutely ridiculous we got beset by mechs. Alright, so rip scan, Monarch. Wendy does not believe in the monarchy, apparently. I wonder if this counts as killed prisoner. I guess I'll check the mood here. Because it'd be a perk if rip scanning prisoners was a happy thing to do. And with the freed up... Oh man, I have a lot of baby food. With the freed up space for the pod, I'm going to grow another embryo. So this is... Cannon fodder grunt. Cannon fodder grunt. Less than a cannon fodder grunt. This is a cannon fodder grunt that could fight. So maybe grow Vatgrown cross Bryzit. I'll do that. Insert the Vatgrown Bryzit embryo. And then forbid the door. Because none of these are worth anything. So Rift is a dirt mole, and T-Sang, you will fertilize the Rift, dirt mole, egg, and hopefully we get another dirt mole cross. Would swarm launchers be effective in this run? Probably not. No. In fact, I would go so far as to say swarm launchers are almost never effective unless you're taking on war queens. The reason being, swarm launchers are probably most effective against many organics, like multiple organic enemies at once. But the thing is, you can also just have a fire trap maze for multiple organic swarming enemies. So they serve the same purpose, but the rocket swarm is so much harder to use than a fire maze. So the only time that you ever need a rocket swarms is when you have a target that can't be caught on fire, but there's a lot of, which is a war queen. So it's really just the anti-war queen weapon. There are some caveats, but for the most part, that's the only thing I really see it truly useful for. I'm gonna have to realize when my atomizers run out of stuff. I don't know why the hauler bots didn't haul to there, but they didn't. There we go. They're topped up. T-Sang, what are you working on, dude? Oh, you're... Oh, no. Making chem fuel, that's dumb. Go make me my drill arms. Because, Kiss My Cactus is about to be enslaved. In fact, let's... I can't yet. Alright, we did just butcher Monarch, so their body won't need burying. And we have 2 embryos being grown. Yeah, it's one drill arm. The other drill arm is going to require a lot of components that I don't currently own. And there we go. Slave is in. So you have a bad eye. I don't think I'm going to cure that for you. But we are going to implant the minor slave xenogerm. And then give you at least one drill arm for now. Maybe we'll just do one drill arm. Just because 2 drill arms is kind of expensive. And then if they prove their worth, we can consider a second drill arm. But historically, our slaves kind of don't live very long. So I don't want to invest in a slave that has a life expectancy of like 10 minutes. Because, yeah. All my slaves croak. What can I say? Okay, we're finally working on that lab. How long has that been, huh? Unbelievable amount of time. Did Wendy get the mood buff? Ooh, good question. No, it did not count, which is too bad. So the idea here is we'll have unfertilized eggs. Actually, I need 3, don't I? I need good eggs, bad eggs. Oh, no, the bad eggs will just be stored in here. Yeah, the bad eggs will just be stored in here. So we'll have the bad fertilized eggs, the good fertilized eggs, the unfertilized eggs, and the vats. I think I might change this design, though, so that it actually physically connects to the previous building, so that we don't have standalone buildings, because I've been making the attempt to interconnect things, and I think that there's a validity to that, so that in the case of like some sort of nightmarish toxic fallout or something like that, we can keep things decent. I feel like I'm dwarf fortressing with this design. All right, and then the vat room. Hey, buddy. All right, let's see how that looks. I'm trying not to have everything look so square. And then the advantage of this is that it acts as a physical... Well, maybe I'll have this shrink a little, and then put a door here, because then it acts as a physical barrier, filtering enemies. Or like it kind of is like a double wall, especially if I wall this up here, which is not a bad idea. And then this is sort of the solar farm area. So that'll work. We'll get this built. So this is purpose built. What I want to do in this zone is we'll have an electric stove to make the baby food for the vats, and then shelves of baby food for the vats. The other thing to potentially consider incorporating into this is a side nursery in case we have a baby pop out that needs tending to. So maybe I'll add a little complementary side nursery in this location, so that if we do end up with a birth that needs medical attention or something, we have a place for it. Okay. I can dig it. A pediatric ward. Yeah, our NICU. Exactly. The other thing that I wanted to pair with this is a farm, because we're going to need additional nutrients. So how about this? What is it? 5x11, 5x11, and 9x9, or 7x7, something like that. Yep. Oh, too far. Yep. Two corners. So I'm incorporating a farm into this as well, because the pediatric room is going to need to be heated anyway, so might as well just work one in. Am I having tons of fun with the biotech? Yeah, man. Definitely. 100%. So like the other farms, let's lay out, and I'm absolutely not going to have the components to actually build much of this farm yet, but I'm going to lay out where the stuff is going to go so that I know where to build the walls. So if that's the layout, we also want to incorporate space for... Maybe I'll build it like this. Incorporate space for fire foam poppers. And lamps. Cool. Alright, Nick, you shrunk a little bit. But that's exactly how Wendy would have it. Actually, you know, I could just do it like this. Okay. That will do. The only issue with this design is it does not accommodate for double walling the west side of the farm without blocking access to the power cells. Oh, yeah, and I'm also going to need heaters in there too. So, I tried to design it well, but I'm going to have to move things. I apologize for the extra work, but got to make it right the first time. Access to the farm area will be over here. So what I can do is I can shrink this down like this, so it matches. I could dig it. We'll just put a door in there and then access to the farm. And that leaves extra room for heaters too. And poppers and all that stuff. So we'll get lights. Poppers. Heaters. That looks about right to me. Because the baby food is almost exclusively used for vats, it doesn't really matter that this is sterilized at all. So I'm not going to bother sterilizing this area. I will floor it up, and that is the footprint. Those power cells might need to be moved. Why? Well, where would I put them? They're fine. I like where they are. There's actually very little risk. Explosions can only go 1 deep. So even if they'd have to daisy chain for it to be a problem. But like even if this blew up, it would only take out the, you know, the surrounding walls and no further. I could do a vent from the nursery to the geothermal geyser. The only issue with that is if it's not a voluminous room, the geothermal geyser is more than likely just to cook the babies. And if it's babies that I want to keep, cooking the babies is probably a bad idea. So I'd rather just use electrical power. And there's no outside access. The plan is to put it in here once it's done. And for this to actually just be a kept open slate door. So then these shelves here will have corn on them, or rice rather. And we can have 2 kitchens just in case we have the need for multiple cooks. But I'll start with 1. I missed a floor tile underneath the southern stockpile. I already see some missed floor tiles. That's the only one I saw. Oh, heated by the Jenny? Missed floors over here. I don't really care about floors. Especially places that I'm not commonly walking. Hey, we don't have bug meat for a batch. But oh my god, this kitchen looks nasty. Don't cook yet. Alright, Cactus. So you are not medically attended to yet. Got it. You also are not suppressed, but I don't have any... I'll just continue suppressing you. And then as soon as I have a prisoner to be able to sacrifice, you know, we can go that route. So these shelves for now are just not going to have anything on them until I'm ready to open this ward. Rare that cockerpods land in your base. That's kind of nice. The immediate insta-beard. Okay. So you are minor 8, social 8. Wait, how did you get social 8? Oh, you had 12. Okay. Fixing work priorities. And now we have minor number 3. Your temperature tolerances are -36 with only some slave clothing, so you'll be fine in this room, I think. And we can even add a heater in here if it's ever a problem, because that unstable power cell easily can accommodate a heater. Oh no! I didn't forbid. Where are you going, Wendy? You're grabbing steel from up here? Oh, components. Speaking of which, T-Sing, you should be working on smithing? Yeah. We desperately need components. You meant vent from the farm area to the next room? Yeah, I'll probably... These two walls will probably just be vents. For the nursery. Unfortunately, this is a red mountain, so I can't double wall all of this, but I can double wall some of it. There. That's as much double walling as I'm going to do. A lot of building, Wendy. Hopefully, Randy Random will lay off and let me actually make some progress for once. What are my mechs up to? I'm sort of contemplating zoning the mechs so that they have to haul to build, but maybe it's not necessary. It also looks like we're ready for another egg harvest. So we're going to be down to 6 eggs rather than the 7, because I did end up killing the pigskin that was annoying. No regrets there. Once I get more components, I'll be able to finish off that west wall for protection too. Not quite there yet. So it looks like T-Sang is mostly making chem fuel. So I'm going to turn off the chem processor. I'll just force him to fabricate. How's the Tox Pack destruction going? So right now we have a Tox Pack about 310, and I think it's been at 310 for a while now. So it's kind of hard to measure if we're net positive or net negative, but I'll try to check back periodically to take inventory of if it's going up or down. It might be heading in the right direction, but my guess would be, given the amount of mechs that I have, we probably need 1 or 2 more atomizers to be in the net negative. Just a total random guess, though. Alright, Tefluti is a child. You will remain a... Oh, no, you can't remain a colonist. I misclicked, but it doesn't really matter because you're in the pod. So, as a reminder, Tefluti is just a... genetic experiment that cannot be unimprisoned. Due to the inferior genes that Wendy will not allow into the to walk free. At the beginning of the stream, we had about 510 Tox Packs. Yeah, about 515. The thing is, I sent impids a whole lot, so it's hard to know what was just sent to the impids and what was actually deleted due to the atomizers. That I could have some Tox Packs, delivered out here to the trees. But since the trees still have plenty of pollution left to clear, I figured I would just wait for them to catch up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, full egg harvest just got done. Yeah, I think the imps... Oh, wow, we had talks. Unfortunately, decay here, because I never did anything about it. I think the imps chose not to retaliate at all. There's a... For tribals, their only choices is really to either not retaliate or to attack. But for non-tribals, they could also just send tox packs back at you, and it's almost always more than you ask for in the first place, so... It's not always a great idea. Where's my vacuum? Rosie, you're going to be behind the wall so you can start cleaning up this polluted mess. T-Saying is really trying not to machine right now. Every time I check, he's like, alright, I'm gonna smelt a weapon or cut some stone. Like, nope. That's not what I want you to be doing. Awful art, awful plants. Nice gene pack there. A +4. Not the good shooter that I was hoping for, but I'll take it. Also looks like my prisoners are running out of food. I'm going to need to butcher animals, so let's open that up too. Yeah, one of these days I'll get good shooter. One of these days. Or I'll just have to get another hussar or two. Increase my chances. Oh, that ally's finally going free. Enjoy your brief freedom. And Cactus is conscious. And headed to the deep drill for plasteel. You know, I actually don't need plasteel right now. So you can go be a hauler or whatever. Yeah, go haul to the atomizers. I'm going to make a little bit of an effort to finish off the security here, too, because this is kind of long overdue. What generates toxic waste packs? Robots. Making them, gestating them, recharging them. And if you don't get rid of the waste, it will just decay and pollute everywhere. Becomes a bit of a problem. Bit of a crisis if you don't manage it. Alright, we're almost done. I don't know if the cable will reach this far, but we can always run the power like this. Oh, wait, I was supposed to keep that bridge. Doop. Oh, it will reach. Nice. Well, the lab is coming together. Although it's going to be a long time until I have the components to be able to build this farm, at least I'll put the cabling in. Slow, slothful. Man, we are just... what we get... I guess slothful doesn't really matter too badly, because my my combat offspring doesn't matter the speed at which they work. But, Lord Almighty, do I ever grow a pack of losers? It's been really nice not to be under attack right now. I've been making really good progress on this lab, which has been a long neglected project. Another masterwork shelf. Okay, well, whatever you want, Wendy. All right, let's work on this door. And that way we can move into this area faster. Yeah, they mostly just sit around and eat and do a little bit of hauling until they get drafted, exactly. And that's why it's not that big of a deal. Helper outsourcing. Gene packet strong immunity? No. I'm not giving you someone for that long. The rewards are absolutely awful. Alright, there we go. We're moving in, sort of. And Wendy, don't worry about your side focus for a bit. Just focus on the building. T-Sang, you be fabricating. In fact, slag? Any mech. I'll just have the mech's slag for me. Because I don't really trust him to do it anymore. Every time I check, he's working something wrong. I might be net negative for the waste packs. We're down to 300. I think where I was at 310. It's good intel. Be really helpful if that's the case. Can you give them slaves for those who do they have to be full colonists? What? Sorry, can you say that again? If you read the rules, you'll understand the requirements to be a full colonist. I think is probably my quick answer to you. The TLDR is the only full-fledged colonists allowed in the colony are ones that have the genes on the top left there. If you don't have one of those genes on the top left, you cannot be a colonist. And if you have any of the genes on the top right, you can't be a slave or a colonist. It's written up in the rules, and because of that, there is no combination in the natural world that has good genes and not bad genes, except for what Wendy grows. So the only full colonists are vat-grown humans. The only viable combination. So if you weren't grown in a vat by Wendy, you're not a colonist, and you won't be. Get out of here, bunny. For missions where you have to send someone away for a period of time, they have to be colonists. Yeah, they can't be a slave. But even then, I don't have colonists that I would want to send away. Because the colonists the slaves that I have are worth more than the rewards by far. You got to think of it this way. In 17 days, can my slaves make something worth more than about 300 silver? If the answer is yes, then sending that slave away is basically having someone steal money from me. Right? T-Sane can make probably 5,000 silvers worth of corsets in 17 days. So the opportunity cost of me sending him away, even if it was viable to send a slave away, is like thousands of silver, right? That's why those send them away quests are really dumb, unless the reward is unique and can't be obtained naturally. It's because the opportunity cost is, oh, okay, so you're going to give me a tiny bit of money for an enormous amount of potential work to be missing. How is this good for me? You get my point here? And that's how I look at those. I look at them as an opportunity cost, because it's probably the most accurate way to do it. All right, look at this lab. We're throwing the slab for the lab. Could I enslave an egg donor and send them, though? No, you can't send slaves, is what I'm saying. They have to be full-blown colonists, and the only full-blown colonists are way more important to me than they are the rewards. I think the easiest answer is I'll never do it. So whether or not I'm able to do it is immaterial, because it's not a... yeah. It's not something I'm ever going to consider anyway. Because it's economically a bad idea and logistically not allowed. Does that make sense? Like, because you're not allowed to send slaves. They have to be a full-fledged colonist. That's one of the rules that they themselves set. So it's not my rule. It's the game's rules. I'm going to need to cut some more slate, aren't I? Yeah, I'm just about out of slate. Luckily, I'm surrounded by slate blocks, so that's going to be really easy. I already have a 3. Trying to organize this a little bit better. Slate for walls, let's count 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. All right, lab is just about ready. So on these shelves here, these shelves are just going to be rice. Oops, not them. And then these shelves are going to be baby food. Do a little bit better layout. But I like it. Evil processing of my prisoners. So there's one other thing that I want to do before the end of the stream, because I know I'm just about at the end, which is have Guero fertilize the additional eggs, and then T-Sang fertilize the Rorif egg. Whatever happened to the Rorif egg? I didn't even look at it. Rorif... No. It's a loser egg. Alright, so the new Rorif egg is this one. So we'll refertilize. Actually, Cactus, I'm going to have you do it. Because I have a lot of T-Sang crosses. I don't have any Cactus crosses. So it adds genetic diversity. So this will be your first egg fertilization. And you're good to fertilize eggs for 11 more years, so why not? Well, you gave me dark vision, but you didn't give me super fast wound healing, so or fast wound healing, so another loser egg, unfortunately. Someone will have to go wake Guero up. Looks like Steph is headed there. And then Guero will go fertilize the other eggs and then go back into dormant mode. These births I can't interrupt, obviously, but these guys I can switch which pods they're in. So this shelf here I'm going to break down because we're going to move the vat area, and then eventually those eggs are going to be stored over here. So this is going to be... Let's copy the zone. This is good eggs. And then this is unfertilized eggs, actually. Just ovum. And the good eggs stockpile, I'm going to set to low for now. Daka boy, don't do that. Alright, so Guero, you're awake, but you're vomiting and you're going to freeze unless you get a little lift. So I'm going to lift you. I might want clothing for him at some point, because he's a little vulnerable. I'll just throw out like a human skin parka on him. Human leather parka. That'll work. If I hadn't skipped him, he would have been in a bad way. So let's fertilize these and then analyze all the eggs and then have them go back in hibernation after the parka gets worn. But you should still be on bunker. At some point, I'm going to have Cryptosleep pod research so that I don't have to go trekking. So Husk Cross Guero is, really, really good. We've got this fast wound healing and the dark vision. So let me open up the gene overlay again so you have reference here. So we have dark vision and fast wound healing. Unfortunately, it comes with Trotter Hands and Pig Voice and Pig Nose, so it has all the negative pig things we don't want. But it does have all the positive dirt mole stuff, because he is a dirt mole. So it's like, no, I don't think that's worth growing, though. It has too many negatives. This one is slow wound healing, weak immunity, too many negatives. This one, dark vision, this one's viable. A naturally fire resistant. Unfortunately, it didn't get any impid stuff. It didn't get the horns, which I really would have wanted. But this one is a potentially good egg. The Jizz Cross Guero. What about this one? Forash Cross Guero is bad. Wait, how will heck? Actually, I don't even know what this is. Weak and strong melee damage? Only one could be true. I would have to actually pull out the calculator and figure out which one's being registered here. And last but not least, another loser. Unfortunately, it's a loser that also has the mini horns. So it was like a loser, but close. So this is the only good egg. The Jizz Cross Guero. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, Bryzit, are you busy? No, you're not busy. I'm going to Bryzit go lock down our good eggs. So this is where the good eggs are going to go, just like I did last time. All the growables are in there. Lock the door. I don't even have to close the door. I could just forbid it and no one gets in there. And then this here can become like another bedroom or something. I don't know. Decide what to do with it eventually. So then here is going to be the unfertilized eggs. And then also in this facility here, eventually, pretend these are cryptoseed pods. What I could do is I could put cryptoseed pods in here so that the genetic contributors, or cryptoseed pods up here maybe, genetic contributions to the colony can be kept potted next to where the eggs are. So here's the good ones. Here's all the bad ones. And all those bad ones will eventually be gifted to whoever. Yep. So I think this is where I'm going to end for now. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech, the first Wendigo, which originally streamed live on Twitch, January 15th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Wendigo.